and 101.1 FM. Kristen Zeglin, principal of the Penns Manor Elementary School. You've got charge of everybody here today. Come on up to the microphone and we'll let you introduce us to the students you brought with you today. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm running a solo this morning. Mrs. Dole just couldn't be here. So I brought 3 chorus students who are going to talk about an opportunity that they have this Friday at Salzburg. And then I also brought Evan Fennell, 4th grader, who's going to talk about our Ag Lab. It's a mobile Ag Lab from Penn State University that came to our school last week.
Okay.
And then on the other side of me, I have 2 high school students. I have Isabel Clayton and Tommy Hamilton, and they're going to share some of the everything that we had done last Friday for Veterans Day.
Okay.
So.
Very, very good. All right, well, let's meet our elementary students first. Good morning.
Morning.
What's your name?
Abigail Kramer.
Oh, Abigail, it's good to meet you. Go ahead. I see you have something already prepared.
Chorus Fest is an event where selected students from the schools within Indiana, Armstrong, Jefferson, Clarion, Forest, and Venango County schools are invited to gather together for a day of singing and music making. Only 9 students from each school are invited to attend this prestigious event. This year's Chorus Fest will be held in Salzburg Middle High School on Friday, November 16th, 2018.
And on the other microphone this morning, good morning.
My name is Haley Lemon. We have spent the last 7 weeks working and learning 6 pieces for the festival. We will spend most of the day at the festival in rehearsals with the guest conductor, Mrs. Barbara Speary. We will then perform an evening concert for our families.
My name's Ariana Cessna. Something I'm looking forward to is eating dinner with my friends and singing.
Oh, boy, that one was a quick one, wasn't it? So you're singing what? What are you singing at the Chorus Festival?
We're singing songs like my favorite is Hiene Ma Tov. Hiene Ma Tov is my favorite song because I like learning the foreign languages.
Wonderful. What does that mean?
A foreign language is like when you're speaking like a different language.
And what does the title of the song? What does it translate to? Do you know? Well, we'll learn together then at some point, won't we? All right, very good. Now, what grade are you in?
4th.
You're in 4th grade, and you?
5th.
You're in 5th grade, and what about you, Abigail?
5th.
You're in 5th grade as well. All right, very good. Well, thanks for coming in to tell us. It sounds like a very exciting event, and we'll look forward to that coming up on Friday. Now, this young man in the back, it's time for you to come forward and let us meet you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us about your presentation this morning.
During the week of November 5th to the 9th, the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture visited Penns Manor Elementary School with their mobile agriculture lab. All students from K4 through 5th grade had a hands-on lesson on science on their mobile unit. All the lessons had something to do with Pennsylvania agriculture. For example, the 4th grade learned the importance of soybeans to our economy. We did a lab about the strength of beans called Mighty Smooth Bean. We also left the lab with a sample of lip balm from soybean oil and beeswax. The labs are fun as well as interesting. Other grades compared soy crayons to oil-based crayons, learned about the properties of yeast, and determined that mushrooms are not plants. The Ag Mobile was a great experience for all students of Penns Manor Elementary School.
Wow. And introduce yourself again.
My name's Evan Fennell.
And what grade are you in?
4th.
4th grade? Did a great job. Wonderful job. All right. Very good. So that's the elementary angle here today. We might even get back to our elementary students, but let's meet our high school students now, coming up to the microphones. And Tommy, I'll just hold on to this while you pick it up. Hang on. Go ahead. Hold on. If I don't hold on to that, then the whole thing comes up out and people get mad at me for wrecking my studio. All right, so let's meet our high school students, and from my left to right. Good morning.
Hi, I'm Isabel Clayton.
And I'm Tommy Hamilton.
All right, it's good to have you in our studios today. What you got for us today? Big program last Friday, did she say?
Yeah, we had a Veterans Day assembly at our school Friday, and before the assembly, veterans were invited to come and eat. And the food was prepared by Mrs. Cessna and her classes. So I'd like to thank her. And then we have wreaths made by Mr. Hughes and his agriculture classes. and those were placed on 5 memorial bridges that we dedicated. So I'd like to thank Mr. Hughes, and then Mr. Rode and Mr. Fulton helped a lot with the assembly, so I'd like to thank them too.
All right. And what about you, Tommy? What you got for us today?
It's always nice to do that every year. It's always meaningful to all the veterans, and I just appreciate it more and more every year I attend it.
And just to see the men and the women who have served in the armed forces and to understand the sacrifices that they made. Now, do you get a chance to interact with them, talk with them about their experiences?
Yeah, I saw them a little bit as they're walking in the auditorium. You know, sometimes they ask questions, sometimes they introduce themselves, and it's just fun to interact with them.
Yeah. Now, were there World War II veterans there?
I didn't meet any there.
Well, it's getting to that generation is getting very, very elderly, and so there are fewer and fewer of them around. But by golly, for all of those who served, and you mentioned the bridges. That's a really big thing, and in fact, Council last night recommending another bridge designation. I think is that what Jesse's story said, Josh? Yeah. So there's yet another designation coming for a bridge in that area. Military service throughout the Penns Manor School District coverage area is really important and something that is really honored, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very honored. I'm in the band, and I've been through 2 bridge dedication ceremonies, and there's 3 other local ones that we mentioned. There's 5 total that we mentioned, but 3 other ones besides the 2.
When those families come, and sometimes they're for people who have been gone for a long, long time, just to see them get together and how emotional it is for them.
Yeah, it's emotional, yeah.
It gets you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So we continue to honor our military, the veterans, and those who are active service. I know that's important throughout your entire community. Okay, so let's talk about the 2 of you and learn about you. What grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior?
Yeah.
And what's your favorite subject matter at school?
Oh, well, I'm taking an independent study with Spanish, so probably that, Spanish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And what's the plan?
I'm going to IUP, and I'm majoring in Spanish, but not Spanish education, just Spanish for right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with that?
Probably, I might end up teaching, but probably a translator, if not teaching. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
a good career path to follow. So you're pretty good at it?
Yeah, I think so.
So what that little girl said earlier, could you translate that for us? No. It might not even have been Spanish. I can't even recall. But yeah, that's a wonderful course of action. And so you're going to be doing that. And what are your other extracurricular activities?
I'm in band, and I'm in track. I'm also the senior class president. I'm in SAD, FBLA. I'm president of Spanish Club, and I think that's it. I think I'm not too sure.
And what class are you missing to be with us this morning?
I got out of calculus, so that's
go.
okay. But now I'm missing history, and I'll miss a little bit of honors. But yeah.
All right. What about you, Tommy?
Probably my favorite subject. I like history. I enjoy it. I always did. I plan on going to a Lyman College down in Georgia, Southeastern Lyman College. And after that, I just plan on going right to the workforce, being a lineman.
What are you going to study there?
Probably just electrical.
Oh, going to go for electrical?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good career.
Yes.
It really is. What drew you down there? Do you have family down there?
My pap, he was a lineman. He worked for REA, and he just suggested, he talked to me about it. And me and my dad were looking for colleges, and he just heard that was a really nice college, so we were looking at that school.
Yeah. Well, that sounds terrific. Yeah. Sounds wonderful. Your extracurricular activities, I know you're big in sports.
Yes, I play football, I play basketball, I play baseball. I'm in student council, I'm the vice president. I'm in SAD, I'm in varsity club, archery club, fishing club, just a
active clubs. You
Yes.
gotta do those action type of things, huh?
Yes.
Terrific. Enjoying the senior year?
I am.
That's great. That's great. That's absolutely wonderful. Well, thanks to both of you for coming in to visit with us. We appreciate that very much. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, our Penns Manor school visit today. Next month, of course, will be December. We usually get some music in from our Penns Manor students then. Is that going to happen, Miss Seglin, next month?
Sure, we can make it happen.
We can make it happen?
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
What were you going to say?
I thought you were talking to me, so it's okay. I'm just not sure.
Well, maybe you'll bring an instrument, come back. What do you play?
I play the Barry sax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have you in. Tell them you want to come back, okay? We'll probably be up the street at the time at the 700 shop, but we'll have fun with it. Well, thanks to everybody for coming in, all of our elementary students and our high school students, and Miss Eglin, thanks for bringing them in. We appreciate it very much. And by the way, that was on Facebook Live. I should have announced that at the beginning of the segment, but of course you can watch it on Facebook anytime you want. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS AM 1160, 101.1 FM.